Family Friends, episode 5.
Hello, and welcome to Family Friends. This is a podcast hosted by myself, Rooster Monahan, and my best friend in the whole world, Tina Valamis. Unfortunately, this has been the sort of the cross to bear of this podcast is that just scheduling conflicts have really just I wouldn't say it's put us in a hole, but I would say it's sort of just just put us off kilter a little bit because we've done a couple of these episodes now and we just can't get on the same page in terms of being in the same room. So my name is Rooster. I'm going to host today. My co-host Tina couldn't be here today. She had a dental appointment which she couldn't move. She told me she couldn't move it, but it's like, I don't know. Don't you make dental appointments like 6 months in advance? Like, don't you know? Don't you know? I don't know. I'm not mad, obviously, but like I'm just like, because it's like whatever. This has happened a couple times, and look, I can't talk shit because I wasn't here the last time either. But yeah, cool. Anyway, Tina set us up with her family friend. So today I'm going to be talking with Patty-Louise Marchamp. Patty, hi. So nice to meet you.
Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Rooster. It's very nice to meet you. A family friend of Tina's.
Patty-Louise.
Yeah, Patty-Louise. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like when I heard you just introduce yourself, I was like, I am screaming.
No.
Was I screaming?
No.
Okay.
I'm just, don't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Don't let that make you feel self-conscious. I went to finishing school.
You did?
Yeah, so I sort of learned to talk delicately.
Okay.
So that's just something about me.
Can I ask you what finishing school is? And I know I've heard of like cotillion and...
You've heard of cotillion?
Yes.
Did you participate?
No, never.
Oh.
Never. And maybe that's why I feel like I'm screaming.
That's too bad.
Right now.
No, you're perfect. You're
Okay,
perfect.
okay.
I wish I didn't have the wild taken out of me, but I did at
You had
finishing
the wild
school.
taken out of you.
I had the wild taken out of me. So
Unbelievable.
finishing school, you learn manners,
Yeah.
etiquette. All the ladies learn one skill.
They learn one skill. Is that one skill they all learn the same skill?
No.
Oh, God forbid.
No. We
Yeah.
all learn a different skill. So my skill was needlepoint.
Needlepoint.
Yeah, it was needlepoint.
Wow.
But now,
And did you also learn enunciation as your skill?
well, that's part of the etiquette.
Okay.
Part of
Unbelievable.
the etiquette. So that was my past, and that's molded who I am.
Yeah, of course.
But I want to shake out of that.
Okay.
Like, that's just part of how I was raised. But these days, I'm actually like, I'm trying to release my inhibitions.
You're sort of letting the wild back in.
I'm letting the wild back in.
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
for instance, I do my needlepoint.
Yes.
But what I've taken to is doing some, like, crazy words on there.
Crazy words on there.
Yeah, like, I'll do the needlepoint, but it'll say, like, fuck this pussy raw.
What?
And, like,
I can't believe you say that.
yes, well,
In
I don't say
needlepoint.
it. I just do the needlepoint. Yes.
Yeah. And do you like give that to your aunt or something? Like when you're done with the throw pillow, do you go, here you go? Who do you give it? Do you put it in a closet and just go, nobody look in this closet. This is the fuck my pussy raw closet.
I sell it
You sell it?
on Etsy.
Oh, great.
Yes, and then of course for my friends that's free.
And for your friends,
my
gaped
friends,
asshole throw pillow is free.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
great.
I say I sort of just will put whatever.
Yeah,
I
whatever
think
you
it's
want.
funny that it's a delicate art form, but you can put a swear in it.
You could put a swear in anything.
Yes.
If you want.
That's what I'm learning.
Can I ask you,
Yes.
Patty-Louise?
Yes.
Swear.
Cunt.
That was amazing. You had to
I can't believe I did that.
charge up for it.
Yeah.
There
It's
for a
still,
second.
the finishing school, it's like in my stomach.
Yeah.
I don't want to swear because of the finishing school.
Can I ask, because I'm such a barbarian.
No, you're
I don't know.
not.
No,
You're
I
not.
am. No,
You're
I'm
not.
a
Wait.
savage. I don't know.
No.
I never went to finishing school.
Can
and
we
I'm
please
a,
adjust
and I'm a
this? Because I
caveman.
don't want to be this. I had no choice. I had to go to finishing school.
Right, but that's what I'm asking is like, when do you go to finishing school?
16.
16. And what was the problem? Why didn't you have a choice?
I come from a very esteemed family, and it's just what the
Marchamps.
Yes, the
Yes.
Marchamps. And
How did you make your fortune, by the way, your family?
oh, they made it in oil. So that's as
Yeah.
old money as you can get.
Old money as you can get.
We were barons.
Barons, yeah.
My people.
Yeah.
So they were barons. So it's just what you did when you were 16. When you get your period, they send you right off. They send you right off.
Yeah.
And I had to wear the ball gown. I had to
Yeah.
do the whole thing. I made some lovely friends. It wasn't all bad.
No, yeah, it doesn't sound all bad. It sounds like it gave you this wonderful, like, artistic outlet in needlepoint.
Yes, that was my skill.
That was your skill. What was your best friend in finishing school? What was her skill?
My best friend was Dolores, and her skill was speaking French.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And is she French or by nature or no?
No, that's why it was her skill.
Oh, I see.
She learned it.
Are the Marchamp? That's a French name. Are you of French descent? Or?
It's not a French name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're from Nebraska.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought it was French when I said it, but
I mean, maybe.
It could be.
It could be,
but it's just not. You guys started your lineage at the first oil geyser.
Yes, I think I'm 100% United States.
Okay, that's
as far as I'm concerned.
Sure, that's an interesting.
I don't know any other countries that we could have hailed from.
No. Well, you should try 23andMe if that's interests you at all. No. Wouldn't interest you.
We got the Marchamps. We got an official decree from our the patriarch of our family, and it said no one is to do 23andMe.
Oh wow.
Or Ancestry or any of that because of what might come up.
Wow. So let me ask you this: you said that you got a message from the patriarch of your family. Is he like? That sounds like I got a memo from the CEO.
Kind of.
Really?
Well,
it kind of runs like that?
The patriarch is grandfather. And we all have to listen to grandfather.
Oh, no. And what is grandfather's name? Theodore Marchamp. But you call him grandfather. You wouldn't call him anything other than grandfather.
I even feel scared I said it on camera.
Yeah.
His first name. It's grandfather. And as a grandchild, I'm not even really supposed to address him.
At all?
No, I've never looked in his eye.
Oh my God. You don't even know what color eye your grandfather has.
No, and I won't even speculate.
You won't even say brown, maybe. Okay, I'm sorry I said it. I'm sorry I said it.
No, because grandfather,
you just now.
He's very strict. So that's what I mean. It's been hard to grow up in this family. It's very traditional.
Yeah.
And some of the traditions I'm grateful for.
Sure.
Like pie making.
Oh,
I love when we do pie making time.
What's your favorite pie to make?
Cherry.
Wow, that's so
it's
nice.
Not all bad.
I like a cherry pie. I like a pecan pie. How do you say pecan? Do you say pecan? How do you say the word that's spelled Pecan?
Pecan.
Yeah, I would.
I say it like that.
I was willing to bet that you enunciate the shit out of it.
Marchands don't bet.
Oh no, of course not. No betting would. Well, your forefathers bet on digging down into the ground for some sludge.
Let's stop talking about the oil.
Sorry.
Let's stop talking about the oil because I don't want to get in trouble with grandfather.
But there are some skeletons in the closet of the Marchamps. I'm not going to.
That's why we can't do the 23andMe.
Right.
There's something bad,
and it would be uncouth to spit into a vial.
Yes.
I mean, you learn manners.
Finishing school would frown upon that.
Yeah, of course. That's unbelievable. So, okay, so you went to finishing school when you were 16.
Yes.
And then what did you do when you graduated finishing school? By the way, what is the graduation ceremony like at a finishing school?
Oh, you couldn't even imagine. So we all emerge wearing cloaks, and as they announce us, we take the cloak down. And then us ladies, we take the bobby pins out of our hair one by one because the night before we really set all of our hair into tight pin curls, and then we take it out and we are presented to the world as women, and we have long flowing curly hair.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And then they say, ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of finishing school.
Well, they don't say ladies and gentlemen because men are not to be present at the ceremony.
So they say ladies.
Ladies.
Pause.
It's more about the ladies welcoming us into the sisterhood.
That's unbelievable. I think that's a beautiful ceremony.
It really is. Like I said,
the cloaks give me a weird vibe, I'm going to be honest, and not because it's like, oh, they didn't let men in. That's not my problem with it. The problem is the cloaks.
Yeah.
And the hoods.
It's the cloaks are not my favorite, and they don't wash them year to year.
They don't wash them year to year, yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of a dirty little secret of finishing school. It's like, it looks like this steamed ceremony, but the cloaks, they're musty, but it's part of the tradition is they don't want to wash it. They don't want to wash the magic off.
Yeah.
But it's,
and they got like bobby pins all stuck in them, I'm imagining.
No, we take the bobby pins out.
Oh, okay. They shake out the cloaks after the thing of the bobby pins.
They shake them out, but it doesn't shake the smell off. And I must have been allergic to the hairspray or something of the lady who had worn it before me. And
my God.
If you can believe it, I was sneezing at the ceremony.
Yeah, I was just thinking, as you're taking each bobby pin out, you're also bubbling. You're bubbling up as an. Is that funny to laugh at an allergic reaction like that, or am I fucked up?
Maybe it is funny.
You're letting the wild back out.
Yes, I'm trying to relearn. I'm trying to relearn.
Just get you
because my instinct was to say that's not funny to to laugh at an allergic reaction, at least of all a lady's allergic reaction. But then I was like, maybe that is funny. Maybe that is funny.
Could be.
Like I said, I want to shake things up. So I graduated.
Sure.
I started working.
Oh yeah. What did you do for work?
I started working. So I am a nurse.
You're a nurse.
I'm a nurse.
Oh,
yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, the I can't imagine the dedication and the hard work and for it's a thankless job. It's an honestly, it's a thankless job.
Well, if you accept that.
Okay, so explain more. You are a nurse who accepts thanks in what ways?
Well, I have my finishing school passed. Manners, etiquette, that's all very important to me.
Yeah.
So I would make patients say thank you to me.
You make them say thank you to you?
Yes, I would encourage.
Uh-huh.
I would make it, seem like the appealing thing to do to thank me.
Yeah.
And if they didn't, I would say straight up, directly, I would say, I'm not leaving until you say thank you.
Wow.
I would say, I'm standing right here.
Wow.
And I'm not leaving, and I'm not giving you any more care.
Oh my God.
Until you say thank you.
I had like a substitute teacher in elementary school who was like this, who took her job a little too seriously. And she was like, she came in and she was like the safety patrol. And she came into our little recess and she was like, our country is at war. And I'm not leaving until we all acknowledge that. And when you just said that, you reminded me of her.
I want to hear more about the substitute teacher. I want to hear more about the substitute teacher.
Yeah, she was very interesting. She lasted one whole day.
What grade did you say this was again?
I think I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade.
It sounds like she was going through something.
She was going through a lot.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, she's definitely going through a lot. But and I'm not insinuating that you in that same way are going through a lot of work. Although you may be. I mean, nursing is that's a tough gig. But let's say I'm a patient and you come in and you give me my medicine for the day or whatever, and I say, oh, nurse Patty-Louise, you're the best.
That works.
That works too?
That works.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have to be like a straight, thank you, Patty-Louise.
But if you call me the best, I would say, okay, I'm calling in the other nurses, and you would need to tell all of them they're the best, because I wouldn't want to turn on my nurses like that.
You spread the wealth.
I wouldn't feel comfortable being ranked in that way.
Oh man, yeah, no, you wouldn't want to be ranked.
So I would want
to
make
your family is a hierarchy. I would say. By the way, I feel like I'm screaming. Yes. Am I screaming, or am I just talking?
You're
normal?
not.
Okay, great.
You're not.
Great.
You're not. I am unlearning things and relearning things, and your volume, it's actually encouraging me.
Oh, to break out and to
my New Year's resolution is to yell once.
I think you can do it. I think that's a pretty easily accomplished goal.
You would think, but it's hard.
Is it hard?
It's hard when you've never been told you could yell.
Ah.
I've only yelled while rowing.
You row?
Yes.
Are you on a rowing team or you do it alone? You do kayak self? What's the...
Well, I was on a rowing team at one time.
Okay.
And then I was, moved past that. I was nursing.
Right.
And so that was the only time I shouted, and that was years ago. You have to be... Are you familiar?
Are you a coxswain or are you one of the rowers?
No, I'm a coxswain.
You're the coxswain.
I'm the coxswain, so you have to shout. So that was the only time I was able to, and I guess that's why I was drawn to it, because I was like, here's a time where it's not against the rules to shout. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to shout.
Right.
But I haven't since.
God, if I had a nickel for every time I've heard someone say, I haven't yelled since I was a coxswain, then I'd have probably a nickel, probably 5 cents.
Yeah, probably 5 cents.
I notice you cover your mouth when you laugh. Is that something you learned at finishing school?
Yes, that I'm trying to unlearn.
Okay.
That I want to laugh into someone's mouth.
Yeah. Into their mouth?
Yes, one day, because I just want to have such like reckless abandon.
Right.
But I think
that's like a less accomplishable resolution.
I would need to take a lever.
You'd need to take a lever to laugh in someone's mouth.
And I have not been lucky in that department.
I think that by the end of this conversation, the first goal will be achieved. I think
I will yell.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to encourage
God, I
you.
hope so. I didn't know this would happen.
I think you can make your resolution happen quickly and then move on to the next one. I think you're going to get hung up on. I can't. How can I take on a lover and laugh in their mouth if I don't even yell? Get the yelling out of the way, and then get on Hinge or something.
Oh.
Do you think you could?
I don't think I am allowed to go on Hinge.
Grandfather doesn't allow?
Because of grandfather.
Oh, God.
But maybe I could do a fake last name.
You could do a fake last name?
Maybe. I don't know. So I know the way I know Tina.
Yes.
She was one of my patients.
Oh, amazing.
And so she's been kind of showing me all this stuff. So it's like, you know, even me going on the podcast today, that's totally out of my comfort zone.
Really?
And she's kind of urged me to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of like knocking through those things with her.
Yeah. Oh,
She
amazing.
said-
she's like your coach she's your wild coach.
Yeah, she said, I don't even want to say.
Oh, what did
she
she
said
say?
we could get my belly button pierced.
She
said
allowed
would-
you? She
She
gave
said
permission?
she would go with me.
No way.
I don't know if I'm going to do it.
Okay, yeah, well, it's just an
I
idea.
don't
It's just
know.
to loosen up the, get the juices flowing for other things. I mean, you
Oh,
came right out here with
I don't
with
know
the
if you
big
should
C
say-
word. I mean, I'm not going to say it.
I
but-
don't know if we should say anything about my juices. I don't.
No, that wasn't at all what I meant. That wasn't it. No, that's weird to even insinuate that I would. That was an innuendo. No, but I meant your brain
and I
juices.
knew what you meant. No,
but your brain floats around on little juices all day. That's what I mean.
No,
That's what I mean.
ladies have juices in our bodies, and we should never address it.
Sure. Well, your body's like, what is it, like 100% water? So,
Oh, we shouldn't talk about what's in my body.
Okay, we don't have to. No, sorry,
that's
but
a little too. Sorry, I'm still.
no.
That's a little too far for me.
Okay.
I get it. You're a comedian. You're New York.
No, I'm not even.
But that's a
I'm
little. That's a
honestly
little
not
far
even,
for me. That's
I
a
feel
little
like
far
I'm
for me.
screaming into the mic, but I don't feel like I'm doing
I
bits.
know. I know. I started off. I said the C word, but listen.
Yeah.
I have an ad I would love for you to read.
Oh, yeah, sure.
This is someone in my family.
Okay.
And so I really would love if you could sort of promote this.
Interesting. So this is a family member of yours, and
have a
I'm going to say I'm like on the
product.
fence about reading this because it feels like there's a lot of skeletons in the closet for the oil baron
well,
company.
what you have to understand is like my generation, we're not part of it.
Sure, you just living off the money from it happily.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for understanding.
Sure, I'm going to read this ad. This product is the filtered mirror. Ladies, are you sick of feeling like you're killing it in your beauty filtered selfies, but then hate when you see in the mirror? Introducing the filtered mirror. This mirror has all of the elements of your favorite beauty Instagram filter, concealer, foundation, eyelashes, and nose contour drawn onto your mirror. You have to stand very still in the exact center of the mirror and watch as you suddenly become the filtered goddess of your dreams. This was invented by my little cousin Cassandra, who's in beauty school. If you're interested, please DM my little cousin Cassandra at filteredmirrors_XX on Instagram, and she will meet up with you and make you a customized mirror with your own makeup. That's an ad that I don't feel like I should have read, but I think it could work for someone else. It feels like me reading it is like, ladies, stop being ugly. You know what I mean? But I think I think if someone else were to read that, they might make money from that.
I think you did a great job.
Oh,
I think I loved what you said.
Yeah.
And my little cousin will so appreciate it because she's been very hard at work at that, and
That's
it really is. That was one of her skills she learned was drawing.
Yeah.
And she sort of translated that. She's sort of breaking the mold like me. She went
Yeah.
to beauty school. That's not really something a grandfather would approve of.
It's finishing or cotillion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And but she actually does. I have one at home.
You
She
do?
takes your makeup and she draws it onto the mirror.
And
so
you're sort of standing in the mirror, and she's sort of standing at the mirror, and she's going,
Yes, she checks back. She's extremely thorough. She's
Wow.
very, very precise.
Wow.
And yes. So
but I like that you have to stand in the exact. You would have to tape. You would have to make a mark.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have to. A little X is where I stand. So I'm like, that's okay. But then it really does. It lifts your spirits in the morning.
Amazing. That's
Yes,
really cool. I love that.
It's really. I encourage everyone to meet up with Cassandra.
And the Instagram is filteredmirrors_XX.
Filtered mirrors. Just plain was taken.
Just plain was taken. That was taken already.
We offered them a lot of money to buy it, and they wouldn't do it.
That sucks. I wonder what filtered mirrors regular does.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a dead account, but they wouldn't give it up. It was
that's so
bizarre.
annoying.
Maybe they were thinking we would offer more money, but
Well, you come from if they knew who your cousin was,
yes,
I'm sure they were holding out. How much did you offer?
With 200K.
That is crazy.
And they
that
wouldn't
a
give it
dead
up.
account called @filteredmirrors that they're not doing anything with would go 200K. Fuck off. Take a hike. I'm not taking that shit.
But
That's
I
wild.
will say, we did message from the estate's Instagram account,
Oh, okay.
the verified Marchand estate Instagram account.
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
might
yeah.
have been like, we could get more money.
And that's at the Marchamps.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Is this the Marchamps of the reality show on Bravo, the Marchamps?
Yes.
Oh my God. I've heard a lot about that show.
I didn't want to participate in the reality show.
You were not in the show.
Well, I didn't want people to see the way I respond when I get a message on my phone.
Okay.
I was scared of people seeing how I react when I get a normal text.
Okay. Can we try something here now?
Yeah.
And that is that and I think this will get us our yell. If I had to guess.
It might.
If I had to guess.
It might.
It might not. But it
We'll
might.
see.
Here's what you're going to do. If you don't mind.
Okay.
Type in your number into my phone because I don't know you. We don't have each other's contact information.
No, and I wouldn't.
And so type in your number.
Oh, this
and
part of
I'll
my
send
relearning.
you a text.
Because to put my phone number into a man's phone is something I would have never done.
And we'll, by the way, while you're typing this on camera, we'll X this. We'll censor this in some way if this is not something you want to be
because I don't want people to zoom in
and get
and
your
get
number.
my phone
No, of
number.
course not. No. So we wouldn't do that. And
here you go.
and then I'll
Thank you.
sort of. Oh God. That was close. We got close.
There's a little bit of a natural
Yeah, that was
sound when
guttural. That was
when your phone,
yeah,
when
yeah.
your phone
That was
dropped.
awesome.
It did scare me into
Okay,
it.
so I'm gonna shoot you a text. I'm gonna say, hey, hey, Patty-Louise.
Yes.
Love. Don't you hate this when people are writing a text and they do every single, hey, Patty-Louise, love. That's what I'm doing right now. But love the filtered mirrors idea. Can't wait to hear you scream. And I'm going to send that.
Okay. So I'm pretending I'm reading it.
Yeah. Ah! Oh! Wow! And it wasn't the yell I was expecting. It was sort of Homer Simpson-esque. It was it was sort of da-do, something. But I love it. I think it's awesome. You're like, da! It's sort of like Bart Simpson when Homer's strangling him. That was like the vibe of it.
I've never seen or heard of The Simpsons.
Of course not. That's a fresh ref, but it's not
what
for you.
What yell did you think I was going to do?
I thought you were gonna let it rip. I thought you were gonna wake the neighbors.
How did you could you show me?
I thought you were gonna go. Roar. I thought you were gonna but that wasn't at all what happened. Which is great.
Sometimes I growl.
Sometimes you growl.
If I get an annoying text, I go.
See, that's also not what I was expecting. That's like a chinchilla that's rabid. That was I was expecting like a bear.
Well,
I
I
love
was
it.
trying to tell you, it's still, I'm still trying. That was a huge step for me.
Yeah.
And one day I want to really yell so loudly.
But we took a
We took a huge step forward.
Step forward.
Listen,
yeah.
let's hang out.
I think so. I think wouldn't
Let's
that be
spend
great?
some time together.
Yeah.
Maybe you, me, and Tina could all hang out.
That'd be great because I don't have health insurance, and so the thing about that is you could help me in certain ways.
Yes.
You're a nurse, you know these things.
Yes.
And also, if you wanted to, offer me $200K
I'll
for a
tell
dead
you-
account that I make up in the next couple of days and then send to you and go, do you want this name? Sure.
Yeah, and I could give
have
you
it.
$200K.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Would you like $200K?
Just now, today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, awesome. It's nothing to me.
Okay, great.
But if you are open to my unsolicited advice as a nurse.
Oh yeah. Is it going to be
there's-
to stop screaming?
No.
Oh, okay.
I saw your ear canal. And it is, and only a nurse would know.
Okay.
But you need to get something checked.
You're not going to tell me what though.
Not on camera, but we'll talk later. I'm just sort
God.
of doing this so I remember. It's nothing serious because we caught it early, but there is something you need to get looked at in your ear canal.
Oh my God! Wow, that's and you've just been seeing that when I mug it to the camera.
I was like HIPAA. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
And
wow.
that's not what HIPAA is, but I still don't want to risk it.
Thanks. Well, I'm a little scared of what it is.
But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when we all hang out. No, it's fine. We caught it early.
Okay. Yeah.
And just so you know, it's not cancer.
I was gonna say I thought for sure it's probably cancer.
No, I'll say it because now everyone's going to be worried.
Yeah. Now I think you must.
I think there's a little toy.
You think there's a little toy in my ear? Well, like a little fire truck or something?
Yes, I see a little toy.
Okay.
Only a nurse would know.
Yeah, only a nurse would
Because
know.
I've seen this a few times. Mm-hmm. So I think
I wonder when the last time I was
saw a little
playing
toy.
with a little toy was, and involving my ear.
Well, do you do any childcare? Are you around children ever?
Yeah.
That
I'm
could
a nanny.
be it.
Yeah,
That
maybe
could be it.
maybe one of those kids just slammed a little toy in my ear, and I didn't even realize it.
Could be.
Yeah.
You never know. But listen, let's hang out.
Yeah, sounds good.
Me, and Tina.
Yeah. what'd be fun is if you came to, because I want to hear you really let loose and have a good time, and like I want to hear you laugh no cover. I want to hear you laugh no muzzle. You know what I mean? And I think if you came to our show on February 13th, I believe,
okay,
at QED in Astoria, you'd have a blast, and you'd laugh, and when you'd laugh, I'd go, Patty-Louise. You know?
Oh,
I'd shout you out.
That would just be the greatest.
Yeah.
That would just be the greatest.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
So I'll come.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't wear my muzzle?
You have a muzzle?
I have a muzzle for public, yes.
For public. You have a muzzle for public. So
yes,
so that
it's lace on the edges, so it doesn't look so it's tasteful. It's not the like really cruel muzzle you're thinking of that's used on dogs. It's a lady's muzzle.
A lady's muzzle. And you got that at finishing school?
Yes.
And did you needlepoint that to yourself?
Yes. But maybe for the show, I'll needlepoint it with something like, "Let's laugh, fuckers."
I think that's awesome.
But you don't want me to bring my muzzle.
No, I don't. But you can bring it and show it in the lobby before the show. You can go, everyone, look at this. Let's
maybe
laugh,
I'll do
fuckers.
that, and that could be good. That could be good. Okay.
You're an amazing person, Patty-Louise. You're unbelievable. I'm so glad you're letting the wild back out.
I'm so glad I did this today. This honestly has broken my life open in so many ways that you don't even know.
This conversation?
Yes, you don't know. You don't understand what this means to the finishing school girls.
Oh man, that the finishing school girls are gonna watch this and go.
Could I do a little shout out?
Please, yeah, I'd be honored.
If you are at Elmer's finishing school and you're watching this secretly underneath your covers at night, underneath your lace muzzle, just know you can one day break out and sort of do this yourself.
I'm gonna say that's an inspiring message, and I hope it reaches those people. I hope that's not our demographic. I hope our demographic is not ladies in finishing school watching this under the covers, feeling oppressed. Because I just hope that's not happening. But also, I don't. That just seems like a weird totally part of the world to be.
That's totally fair to
directed
say.
Towards. But you're great.
I guess to ever direct something to people under their covers. It's a little scary.
It is. I'm not sure what would happen if they uncovered the covers, and watched it.
Well, at finishing school, they do sometimes. They rip the covers off unexpected.
It sounds like Harry Potter and the Goblet of I don't know,
fire,
needlepoint.
Oh, okay, very good.
You know what? I'll come up with a better title later. I'll text you all my possible Harry Potter and the finishing school titles, and then you'll yell a bunch. Okay. That'll be good.
Okay, it was so awesome. Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure
for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice meeting you.
Thank you so much. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. Bye.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Family Friends is a podcast created by Rooster Monahan and Tina Valamis. Produced by Rooster Monahan, Tina Valamis, and Lexi Leach. Edited by Rooster Monahan. Thanks for listening. See you at the next one.